Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can create and make files in C or C++. In this test case I'm using C++ to show you the demonstration on Makefiles, but the same rule you can apply in C programming also. Okay, so to start with I have 4 files which are in C++. I have a main.cpp, function1.cpp, function2.cpp, and functions.h. So the mains.cpp, let me show you what I have in the main.cpp. So I'm executing the function 1 and function 2 in my main.cpp, and the dependency is functions.h, which have the declaration of both function 1 and function 2. Okay, so it doesn't matter whatever you program you have, you just need to make the make file. This is your requirement, for example. So why, first of all, why should we use Makefile? Ideally, when we have this Makefile and it's in the folder sample, we can just go to this sample folder and we can just give this command g++ main.cpp, function1.cpp, function2.cpp, and we want to make the executable file called hello. And when we give this command, it will create us this executable file, right? This is a simple GCC command. But for example, you have 50 or 100 header files and CPP files. You cannot write all the CPP file name and header file names and all the dependency and whatever you need. It becomes tedious to compile your program if you have to do it with your hands. So that's why we use Makefile. So Makefile we use to reduce the compilation time, and because whatever files are already compiled and they are not changed, the Makefile detects them, and Makefile doesn't execute the already compiled file. It only executes the files which need compilations, right, or which have been changed. So that's why. So let's make a simple Makefile. I have in the same folder I will create a simple Makefile. I will right click and create a new document, empty document, and I will name it as Makefile. And just see here Makefile, how I have spelled this Makefile with the capital M. So it is the common convention to start Makefile with capital M, then all the letters are small. So just write this, and I'm going to open this Makefile here. Okay, and in here I can write a target. So I will write, for example, all, and then I will press enter, and I will just copy the same command which I have used to compile my program and paste it here. But common convention in this execution of command and target, this is a target, you need to give a tab in order to execute the command. So after the target, you need to give this tab to detect that it's a command. Okay, and I will save this Makefile here. Okay, and by default, when you write this command make here, it will detect the first target and it will execute the first target. So for example, if you have 2 targets, compile, and I don't have anything in compile, for example, then by default it will execute all because it's the first target and not compile, right? And so let me show you the demonstration first. So I'm in the sample file, and for example I have already created my Makefile, and I will write here make. It will detect that first target is all, and it will execute this command. So I will enter, and you see here first command is executed and my executable file is made. Okay, and for example, your command is in the second target, which is compile. Then how you can compile this, or how you can give the makefile command? You just need to give make and then compile, because we need to execute the second target, and by default it detects the first target, right? So this will also produce the same result. Once you execute it, you see here it executed the same command, right? So this is about the commands. Okay, and in Makefile you can also give comment by this hash. So you can give this target will compile all the files. Okay, so like this you can provide commands to remember what, or to see that what this target is made for. So you can give command starting with this hash sign. Okay, but we can see that this is doing the same thing. This is executing the same command. In here I have just copied and pasted this command, and Makefile can do more than that. So for example, I will give you the other example. I will just delete this all the code I have written, and I will just write this Makefile commands. So I will explain you what I have written here. First of all, here let me explain you from here first. So I have created 3 objects because I have 3 CPP files, right? And so this is a target, main.o, function1.o, and function2.o is the target, and the dependency. So whatever you write after this colon and with the space, it's the dependency. It's called the dependency. So main.o has the dependency main.cpp, which we have in our program, right? Main.cpp, this here. So, and when you call main.o, it will execute this command g++ -c. -c stands for compile, and it will compile main.cpp, and it will check first whether it fulfills the dependency or requirement of main.cpp. So it should have main.cpp first, because it depends upon our command depends upon this. Okay, so this is called dependency, this is called target, and this is called command. Okay, in the same way I have created the object of function1 and function2, which have the dependency. Function2 has dependency function2.cpp, and I'm executing the function2.cpp here and function1.cpp here. Okay, and the clean command I have given to clean all the object file and to clean or remove all the executable file. So when I execute make clean, it should remove all these object file and the executable file it has made. Now we come to this part, hello, and what this is doing is it is executing all our object files which we have created, right? So it has the dependency main.o, function.o, and function2.o, which we have created here. Okay, and then it will execute or the command g++. So it will execute main.o, function1.o, function2.o, and we are creating the executable file hello from it, right? And then we call this target in our all target. So when we write make all, then our program is executed. So it will go here first, and it will see that we have to make this, and the dependency of this is these three files. Then it will execute these three, and then it will execute this command and create this executable file, right? So let's save this and let's compile it. So I will write make all. If you write make all, then also it will go to this first target, because this first target name is make all. Or you can give the command make also, because it will by default go to the first target, right? So right now I will show you this by make all and press enter, and you see here first it has gone to compile main.cpp. So it goes here because all depends upon hello and hello depends upon main.o. So main.o will be compiled first, or main.o will be executed first, and it depends upon main.cpp. So this will be compiled first, right? Then our function 1 will be compiled, and then our function 2.cpp will be compiled, and then it will create the result, and it will show us the result. Now I want to show you what this clean does, right? So it's just a remove command of this object file star object or hello, which is our executable file name, right? So I just want to show the folder and see here what happens when I execute make clean. So when I execute make clean, see here, when I have executed make all, it has created main.o, function 2.o and function 1.o, right? Because we have our dependency in here. And when I click, or when I type make clean and press enter, it will clean all our program, and it will remove all the object file and executable file from here. And once again, when I make all, when I give this command, it creates object file and executable file once again, right? But still you can further improve this by declaring objects. So how can we do this? So let's make this make file more modular. So I will just remove all this first, or let's let it be there. We will comment it, and I will just paste this code here and just remove this. Okay. So in Makefile we can declare variables also, and variables are declared like this. So I will say the comment declare the variable, and variable you can name it according to you, but Makefile has some conventions. So just I will show you where you can read about Makefile, because Makefile is a very broad topic and I'm showing you just basic things. Okay, so you can declare variables like this. CC is G++, so this is our type of compiler we are using, and we can set the variables. So this is a variable and this is a variable, and so in this we are telling that which types CC will come, the variable CC will contain which type of compiler we are using. We can change it to GCC also if you have a C program, and in C flag we are giving the option which type of compiler option we want to give. So minus C is for compilation, minus wall is for giving the warning. So if you declare this kind of variable, then you don't need to change, for example, we are using the CC here. So whenever you want to change this G++, you don't need to change G++ here, 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 here. You just change this variable CC here to GCC and this will be implemented here. So that's why we declare variables. So we have CC variable and C flag variables, and this program or this code is the same as old, which I have already mentioned. And how you can call these variables here? By giving this $sign and in the bracket just call the variable, right? So what I have done is I have just replaced G++ with this one, right? So let's see if I can show you the last code. So you can see here in the last code which I have mentioned you, G++ is here, and I have only replaced this G++ with dollar and bracket, and this I'm calling this C variable here. In the same way, I'm calling wherever I have minus C, I have included one more option, minus wall, and this will also have had become tedious if you have to include this warning command to every function. And by declaring variable, it has become really easy. You just need to add this warning command here and it will be executed here also. So you can call variables like this, dollar, and in the bracket you need to give the call to your variables. So I have replaced this like this, and this will also execute the same command, same type of compilation, but this has made our compilation more modular, and this will come handy when you have hundreds of files, right? And I will save this makefile, and once again when I do make all, so it says nothing to be made because I haven't changed anything in my main.cpp or any of the files. So suppose, for example, I just change my main.cpp only one file, and I will say just print some message here by double quotes that this is whatever, any message, and this is just to show you that when I change this only one file, then what happens. Okay, so once again I have saved this main file and I have changed this file only, and I haven't changed function.h or function1.cpp or function2.cpp. And earlier what was happening, only all the three files were compiling, right? And now I have changed the main file and I have executed this make all. I will execute this command once again, and you see here only one command is executed, which is main.cpp. And because we haven't changed function1.cpp and function2.cpp, the state of those two files will remain same, and whatever file we have changed, only this command will be executed. So this will make our compilation faster. Okay, so that's why we can use Makefiles also. So this is some of the basics I have shown you, how to use Makefile and how you can create Makefiles. But Makefile is a big topic, and you need to read to create very modular Makefiles. So where you can read about Makefiles, just go to gnu.org and So www.gnu.org, just go to this site, and this in here in the search, just search for Makefile and press enter, and you can see this second option, GNU Make, and all the documentation of Makefile and Make, you can find it here. Okay, so whenever you have time, just give some time to read about Makefile, and you will learn how to make very good Makefiles from here. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and bye for now.